wherever you are, however it is. Aware of feeling, agreeable, disagreeable feeling, effect of feeling touches the citta, touches the heart, the shimmering, the resonance. Practice is to not contract around the resonance, to not grasp feeling. Pleasant, just let it roll through. Unpleasant, let it roll through. Maintain stable, open presence. There's a strengthening effect and a cooling effect. This is feeling is one of the what are called the 5 khandha, 5 aggregates affected by clinging. Now, it's not that one clings, it's not that somebody clings, it's just that clinging is what occurs. This kind of reflex that occurs around feeling. It's a natural reflex, default reflex. But of course, this is where karma arises, where this is where we start get activated. And then the mind starts moving and wanting more or wanting less, or forming various scenarios around it, particularly unpleasant feeling. It shouldn't happen. What's wrong? Why me? So it's really it's often the the grit of daily life, feeling particularly the sensitivities we have around people, feeling when it's done wrong, feeling wrong has been done to oneself. Could be indeed. But right now, before we can have a measured response to that, we have to tackle the feeling. Otherwise, we're just reacting. Push back, close down, run away. Start reacting somewhere or another. It's not personal. It creates a person. It's not personal. It's just the effect, and it creates a person. So we notice the feeling of the person who's may have done wrong or been wronged or lost or something or the other. Who that one is. Many people in general carry a huge amount of this, and stuff happens that just pushes the mind into this person, becoming the the confused one, or the one who's talked down to, or the one who's clumsy or insensitive or something other, guilty or fearful, or doomed. I always have this kind of experience happens to me. It's a doomed sense. It can be around one's health, it can be around external situations. So you become that again. And certainly one would like to have to go through this. But instead of trying to be the person who gets everything right, everybody likes, and it's always feeling good and never sick, and never, just, that's good to work on those things, but success rate is not that high. Even the Buddha was, you'll try to kill him. So instead we look at the misfortunes of our lives. Something could be strengthened here. Something could be learned here. To make a person out of feeling. That's powerful. So if you review in a day, notice the places where it seemed to go right or go wrong, who you feel you've become by the end of the day, or at any particular moment in time. Who's that? And how is that? Perception. Means you have an impression. Impression generates the feeling come together. And the normal response, the perception is another aggregate. And then normally you get this third aggregate, sankhara, which is the activations that occur. And this is where we need to be very alert around the activations. These can be quelled. It's not possible to not experience unpleasant feeling. It's possible to not get the activations, or to contemplate the activations and to go big, get bigger, wider, steadier than the activations. These mental agitations of flurry and worry, ill will, sadness, grief. And this is practice. And it gives rise to an unusual strength. Unusual strength and clarity. One becomes less the grasping of feeling, that feeling lessens. And there's a coolness and a steadiness. So you contemplate the tides of the world, these are called the worldly winds, succeeding, failing, praise, blame, being respected, being ignored, included and left out, included and excluded. Well-being, absence of well-being on any level. These are called the worldly winds. Important to one who can translate these into places of steadiness. This is what we have to meet. So coming to the end of a session, always take the opportunity to congratulate. I don't mean this in just an egotistical way, but to, to do what is being done in this practices is unusual and really tough sometimes and intricate and dealing with lots of sensitive points. Just to maintain presence is an impressive and unusual practice. To not escape and to not bury and to not jump around. And so to have kept precepts and to have maintained presence is impressive, and it's not just to put a little medal on one's chest, but to actually warm the heart. You get more capable of being able to discharge intensities, floods, overwhelms, to acknowledge them and to meet them and to discharge them. And if you can linger in the effect of releasing and take it in, appreciate that. And citta has a radiant quality, so we begin letting it gladness. Mm. To avoid unskillful reactions and responses, or to have checked them, or at least have understood them. Mm. And some gladness, because this practice goes one way. The path can be rocky at times, but the path goes one way towards unbinding, dispassion, release. These are rare and powerful results of Dhamma practice. So I'm going to conclude the session with some mantra chanting, which you can listen to or join in as you wish. Just before then, to mention that I'm going to be offering a session, question and answer session at 10 o'clock in the morning UK time. So this is the west coast of America. This is 2 o'clock in the morning, but it'll be recorded. But if you're in Britain, Europe, Africa, or Asia, this could be a nice occasion when it's more in your waking time zone. So that's the offer, 10 o'clock in the morning UK time, and there'll be a facility for you can put questions in a chat box and look on your sheets. There'll be information about that. So I really want to do what I can to reach wherever you are in time, space, or karmic disposition. Let's conclude with a mantra. To the Buddha I go for refuge, giving my life to realize Nibbana. To the Dhamma I go for refuge, giving my life to realize Nibbana. To the Sangha I go for refuge, giving my life to realize Nibbana. Unham me jivetang yava Nibbanam saranam gacchami dhammam me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami sangham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami buddham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami dhammam me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami sangham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami buddham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami dhammam me jivetang yava Nibbanam saranam gacchami sangham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami buddham me jivetang yava Nibbanam saranam gacchami dhammam me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami sangham me jivetang yava Nibbanam saranam gacchami buddham me jivetang yava Nibbanam nam gacchami dhammam me jivetang yava Nibbanam saranam gacchami sangham me jivetang yava Nibbanam Nam gacchami buddham me jivitam Vanivanam saranam gacchami dhammam me jivitam yavanivanam saranam gacchami sangham me jivitam yavanivanam Nam gacchami buddham me jivitam yavanivanam Nam gacchami dhammam me jivitam yama Vanam saranam gacchami sangham me jivitam yama nibbana Nam gacchami buddham me jivitam yama Vanam saranam gacchami dhammam me jivitam yavani vanam Nam gacchami sangham me jivitam yavani vanam Nam gacchami buddham me jivitam yavani vanam Nam gacchami dhammam me jivitam yavani vanam Nam gacchami buddham me jivitam yavani vanam Saranam gacchami dhammam me jivitam yavani vanam Saranam gacchami sangham me jivitam yavani vanam Angacchami. So take leave to move out of the Zoom room for a while and hope to connect with you later on.